All right, guys, so we're going to react to a clip of 60 Minutes calling out Kamala Harris for her flip-flopping on positions. Let's take a listen.
They say that the reason so many voters don't know you is that you have changed your position on so many things. You were against fracking, now you're for it. You supported looser immigration policies, now you're tightening them up. You were for Medicare for all, now you're not. So many that people don't truly know what you believe or what you stand for.
I love this. This is some of the questions that we've all been wanting to hear her answer, as you'll see her get to in a moment. And she still has no answer, as you'll see. It'll be a big word salad. But nobody asks her any tough questions. The left media always lets her off the hook.
And I know you've heard that.
In the last 4 years, I have been Vice President of the United States. And I have been traveling our country. And I have been listening to folks and seeking what is possible in terms of common ground. I believe in building consensus.
This guy did a good job of actually asking her really tough questions. She gives her usual word salad answers every single time and doesn't really answer the question. And I think people are starting to see that. This guy does a really great job during this interview. And in fact, he has another little clip we're going to review right now as well. But I mean, this is just the usual stuff with Kamala. When you ask her, you'll see on the next clip as well, she doesn't really have answers for tough questions, you'll notice.
See best served by President Biden stepping down and basically handing you a nomination. You didn't have to go through a primary process. You didn't have to fight off other contenders. That's not really the way our system was intended to work.
President Biden made a decision that I think history is going to show is rare among leaders, which was to put country before self. And I am proud to have earned the support of the vast majority of delegates and to have been elected the Democratic nominee. I am proud to have received the endorsement of leaders around this country from every background and walk of life to fight in this election over the next month for our democracy.
But I think this truncated process is why people think or say they don't really know who you are.
Look, I've been in this race for 70 days.
This guy did a great interview, though. He was spot on. You were just basically handed everything. You're unproven, and actually the only thing we've seen is the last 3.5 years, which have been disastrous. Nobody has any confidence in you right now. You've denied the border the whole time. You've never gave any attention to it, and now that you are actually running for president, it's like, oh, she was never the border czar, but she was the whole time, even according to every liberal media outlet. She's been disastrous, and then they want to just fund Ukraine nonstop. What about the folks in North Carolina or these other places that actually need help? Nobody knows where you stand other than trying to help other entities and letting tons of migrants and other people come in and hooking them up with food cards, money cards. I think people just don't want another 4 years of that. I mean, I don't know most people, and I live out in California, which is a liberal zone, and I know a lot of liberals out here that are like, they don't even want to vote for Harris because she's a disaster. I don't know why they would even want to vote for a liberal to begin with, but that's a whole different story. Again, I live in crazy commie California, so that's a whole different story. But what do you guys think? If you guys like these kind of videos, like and subscribe, and you guys have a great day.